speaking of that, let's just get on to our next topic. Favorite Final Fantasy game. Anyone want to start?
This is hard. I'm gonna.
You've played the most out of all of us of them.
I'm gonna say this. I already had time to think this over because I have to get rid of bias out of this answer. Final Fantasy IV was my first real RPG.
This
like
is
when
2 here, right?
Huh?
2 here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning,
Yeah.
guys, I got so into that game. It's still one of my favorites of all time. Has a special place in my heart. But I think Final Fantasy, including 6, by the way, but I still think I'm gonna have to go with Final Fantasy 7 personally. So Final Fantasy 7 wrecked me. That was like the first time I tried to stay home sick just to continue to play the game. But I'm saying I was. Spoiler alert for anyone that doesn't know.
I love that. Adam is faking sick to stay home and play Final Fantasy.
Some of the stuff they did in 7, which, I've heard people make cases where it's like, okay, it took this long just for something to happen in Midgard, whatever, but it's like that game, as far as the character development, like just even with Cloud and the characters and then what happened with Aerith, like wrecked my life.
Yeah.
Like that messed me up more than any movie I've ever
It
seen.
did. I remember. You were wrecked.
You remember?
I had to pick
Adam,
you up
what's
off
wrong?
the ground. Adam,
yeah.
you've been sick from school for 3 days.
But the characters are so good, and I still think like Kefka is one of the best bosses of all time, and I can see why people would say he is the best. He's a freaking evil man. But I like Sephiroth as a boss so much too. But anyways, I love the game and the actual world. Like you're seeing Midgard now, like and just opening up to the world. It's just a cool game. But yeah.
So, it's a hard question for me because I haven't played as many as you have.
You like you like the cheap shot game. Final Fantasy X a lot.
And it's hard to actually pick Final Fantasy VII for me, just because I feel like it's a little unfair since I haven't actually beat the original one.
Okay.
I mean, I know the full story now at this point and have like I didn't play it as a kid, so it got spoiled for me a lot. So part of me has always just kind of been like, what's the point in playing it? I feel like I know every detail just from what friends have told me of this game. I loved Remake so much, but I feel like Remake's still up in the air.
So you don't like it when friends tell you too much about stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
You can still say Remake. That's a game.
I know. I definitely am leaning towards. Is it okay to say Remake?
Yeah, and I don't want to push you a certain
I think
way.
it's
but
okay.
How many times have you played 10?
I've only beat it once. Yeah. I've only beat Remake once. I've done the same.
Yeah, but you've been talking about playing it again and again
I know.
and again.
Well,
I'm
Stuck
like
with you.
about to start Final Fantasy VII Remake again. It was such a great game. I
know.
loved it.
You could say Remake.
you could definitely say
Okay,
remake.
I'll say Remake then.
Yeah.
I would say Remake's probably my favorite that we've done
right.
so far.
Okay.
Again, of what I've played of 9 so far, again, 9's one of those ones that I played a decent amount, but didn't actually get to the end when I played it. I do think I could really like 9. That's one I want to finish, but I was really liking that. Just there was a lot of other games that came out and I started playing at the same time and never ended up finishing Final Fantasy 9. But yeah, I mean, I think I'd have to go with Remake just because it's just, I don't know. I just thought that game was awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great
It is
job
awesome.
with it.
I'm gonna have to say Dissidia on PSP. I'm just kidding. I
Yeah, 13-2. That would
okay. So my answer is gonna be strictly nostalgia based. And
that's fair.
You
That's
know
fine.
what? If you don't like it,
No, actually, there's probably going to be a lot of people that agree with you on
so
this, just so you know.
my favorite game is going to have to be my first experience with the franchise, and it is Final Fantasy II, or
4.
Just say 4.
4.
Everyone knows it is 4.
4, if you will.
Yeah.
But guys, when this game came out, my family was all huddled around a tube television watching my older brother Clint and or Bobby play. And like we were into this story like it was a movie we were watching. And I remember the first time Medio was cast and just thinking, oh my gosh. And then when you learn it with Rydia, I was like, oh, like it felt like you just watched some epic story unveiled. Like I can't even describe that feeling of that game.
So
and
good.
there's been
Man,
few
it's good.
games where that's happened. And like I've got my parents watching this game. So, like that just goes to tell you that it's
Even parents
a
liked it.
16-bit game that is that good. Like the story is that good that you got grown adults huddling around.
It's
TV
so
to
in
watch
depth.
it.
I mean, I could talk about this forever.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could do the same thing with 6, but think about it. Like, spoiler alert. No, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and sell it to you if you
Sell
haven't
it.
played it. No, but it's like, think about it. You find a little girl that you accidentally burn their city down, not realizing you're about to burn their city down. You have to take care of her. All of a sudden, she disappears. She goes to a place where time is different. She comes back older. You're like, what the freak's happening? The game's incredible.
Just
Play it.
if you haven't played it. And I want to see a movie made out of it. Just make the movie. Okay.
I hope they
that'd actually be kinda
do
sweet,
another remake of that.
Man.
Or 6 has.
Gosh.
Well, you
By the
see,
way-
I think you sold it to me. Like you've been telling me to play it for a
It's
while.
so
and
good.
and I've been wanting to. Again, going back to the difficulty, you've also talked about how hard it is for so long. That I'm like, do I really want to sink a bunch of time in this? I've got a million other games to play. It's just
It's hard for
let's
today's
sink some time,
standards.
Jordan.
yeah.
I will
You and me
say
together.
this.
Let's sink our time.
The Pixel Remastered's coming out, which I pre-ordered, the collector's edition. So
Do you think that'd be better to play than the 3DS?
the
or
the
DS,
DS version's still the best one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Voice acting too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So-
People probably disagree
it's
with you
very-
on that, but
Hard.
I know that's what you've said. It's even harder though.
Yeah. No, the PSP version's really good too. They have so many different versions.
I forgot I actually own that on PSP.
Yeah.
I have 4 and 6 on PSP.
Well, dude, Inferno's gonna be listening to this. He's
I
gonna be
know.
really excited
He's
to hear this.
I know every
You know what,
video.
Jordan? I
every
should just
video it
loan
comes
you.
up.
Yeah.
Inferno's always like, Jordan, you have to play it. You know, let's just like maybe can we get him on stream with us
Yes,
sometimes to
I
play
already
it?
talked about it.
Yeah.
Inferno.
Inferno.
Hey, maybe we might just need to do it. And
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Jordan,
we'll
I'm going to
stream it.
loan you my PSP.
We're gonna do it on PSP.
Why not?
No, we need to stream
How?
it.
But if we stream it, I don't know
need
we're
to
gonna
stream
stream
it.
PSP has video out.
Does it?
It does.
What? I don't remember
does.
that.
Yeah.
It does?
But we have the DS. Oh,
I
you can't
know.
even do that with it.
I'm pretty sure it does. I'll have
You
to
know,
double check.
we can buy it on.
We have every version.
We
I
can
know.
buy it on Steam now, which would be way easier to just.
That's a good point.
just
I
stream.
know.
way easier.
no, let's go the classic route.
I like about how we have 10 copies sitting around here right now. We're gonna
We
go
really
rebuy
do.
it on Steam.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
no,
But whatever.
I'm pretty sure I have it on Steam.
That
All
game
right.
is so good.
have
I know. It's
You
just,
own the game?
Yeah.
On
I'm,
Steam,
just-
Jordan.
I'm pretty sure. I
Let's
have
get-
too many games.
Let's
on
get
Steam.
Jordan to play Final Fantasy 4 and 6.
Guys,
see what he's
if you
missing
want to
out.
see Jordan play Final Fantasy 4 and 6, put winky face emoji in the
just
comments.
write, dude. Just write, do it, Jordan.
Right, do it with a winky face. I want to see the winky face. That's how we're gonna know. We get the winky face emoji with a do it. Okay, that's
Yep.
what I need to see. And then Jordan's gonna dip his time into it.
Yeah.
Well, we already talked about doing weekly streams coming up, so there's the one.
That's it.
I guess. Okay. Sure.
I'm
we can do
excited.
it.
I'm
we can do it on
excited for
stream.
that.
I think that's a great idea.
Keep
And
in
you
mind,
know
you're
what?
definitely gonna be seeing some wall action.
I tell you what.
Cast
Yeah,
on your
yes.
party.
I tell you what. Since Jordan is dipping his toe into this one, I'm gonna play through Persona.
I thought you were gonna say Bloodborne,
Really?
but I'm happy with Persona.
Okay. Yeah.
I haven't played
Um,
it yet.
Yeah. Which one? 4 or 5?
4,
Or
Yeah.
3.
4. Go with 4. 4 is
Yeah.
better. I know we're gonna get some. We might get some hate on that.
3,
I think
4, 5.
Four. I
all
think
of them.
4. All right. So we
Or
got
should
one.
I do Danganronpa?
Oh man, that's great too. You need to do them all.
I
Those
might
are
actually
great.
have you do that one because I know you get so into it. But anyways,
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
I digress.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about one more thing today.
Oh.
And let me start this right now. 'cause